Hello, hello. Amira Alvarez here, founder and CEO of The Unstoppable Woman. And today I am talking to you about why you need to make your own money and lots of it. Okay, so there is surface level reasons. Of course you want more money. You want to do the things you want to do in your life. You want to send your kids to college. You want to buy the new car. You want to have the pretty clothes. Whatever your desires are, what you want for yourself and for the people in your life that you love and care about, your family, you would like the money to support them and yourself in this life, of course. And yet, it's deeper than that. So, fundamentally, you want to understand the law of more life. The law of more life says that we are here on this planet, on planet Earth, to expand, to grow, to become more, to have more life, to expand into our purpose. So you want to really understand that. There is a law that says you are here to expand. You are a human being that is in growth and expanding. Now, if you don't have the means to do the things that are going to cause your growth, enable your growth, allow for more growth, help you along the way in your growth, you are going against the laws of the universe that are saying, go, grow. You need the money, the means by which to do that. So let's look at a very simplistic example. Let's say you run your own business and you want to put on an event, or you want to bring on a new team, or you want to implement a system that requires an investment in software. Any number of expenditures. It seems like a legitimate business expense, which it is, of course. Well, not of course, but in these examples they are. And if you choose to hold off on that until all your ducks are aligned, maybe you have everything budgeted, maybe you have to wait 3 years to make that happen, you are hindering your growth. You are not taking the action as soon as you could to step into your expansion. Now, I'm not advocating for, throwing money in the air and at whatever you want. But once you understand this law, you understand that, if you have a true desire for something that is really drawing you forward, it is a true desire because it is telling you very clearly through that feeling of desire that this is your path to your purpose, an expansion of who you truly are and the work that you're supposed to be doing in this world. And if you hold off doing that because you don't have the means or the money to do that, we can also talk about this in relationship to time, but that is a separate conversation. Same concept though. If you don't have the means to go do that, if you're hindered financially, you will hinder your expansion, your more life directive, the spiritual DNA that has been planted inside of you that wants to grow. You are saying to it, no, you can't grow because we don't have the money to do that. So it's more than just buying the things or having savings for retirement or sending your kids to college. It's more than that. Those things are valuable in and of themselves, not denying that. But it's more than that. This is about your growth and expansion. Because what happens when you actually purchase the thing? Whatever it is, maybe it's the new vacation. You have some new experience. And if you keep in a growth mindset, you will learn from that experience. You will grow into a bigger aspect of yourself, a bigger part of yourself, a bigger representation of yourself. You will expand into your purpose. There is something that this purchase, if it's a true desire that's really pulling you forward, you really want it, is saying, come this way. This is where your next level of growth is. Personal growth here I'm talking about, what you have to do. Let's bring this to another example that's outside of business. I had a desire to run a marathon. I needed to train for that. I needed to get myself to a great acupuncturist to help my body stay in great shape. I needed to have great running shoes. I needed orthotics for my feet so that I wouldn't cause myself pain and limit my ability to do this thing that I wanted. And so I had the money to purchase those things. This is a very small example, but significant nonetheless. And what it allowed me to do was then actualize this marathon. It meant that all the excuses of why I could stop, not all of them, there are plenty of excuses why you can stop, but the financial excuses why I could stop were taken off the table. And then I just had to show up for myself. So sometimes not having enough money to do what you want in this world is a subconscious block that is there to keep you from going for more, for changing. Because in any place that we're going for more, where we're following our desires, stepping into our purpose, we have to grow, and growth requires change. And our subconscious mind does not want us to change. It wants to keep us safe and sane. So oftentimes, not having money, and let's say you're in business for yourself, not creating enough money in your business, or if you're working in corporate, not doing the things required to get the next level job expansion, the going for the next gig. There's all sorts of ways to make money in all different aspects of your life, in areas of the economy. But if you're not, it can be a unconscious, meaning you're not consciously aware of it, block keeping you from your more life directive, because your subconscious, its one main directive is to keep you from dying, and it thinks any change equals death. So it wants you not to change. So if you don't create the money to do the thing that you need to do, you won't change. You won't grow. You won't step into your purpose. Okay, it gets bigger than that though. If that didn't blow your mind just a little bit, let's take it further. So one of the things that I kept repeating when I ran my marathon was this song, and I had the lyrics slightly off, but it's this song from, I think, the 60s or the 70s, and it goes, "You don't own me. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to say." And it popped into my head like a message from God, from Spirit, from the universe. And it just kept cycling through my head. Don't tell me who I am. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to say. And when you don't have your own money, that is yours, for you to do what you want with, you will always be beholden to someone else. Either directly or indirectly, either very overtly or very subtly. And so many people make decisions about what they can or cannot do based on who has control of the money in the relationship, and whether that person approves of spending the money that way, if that person thinks that it's a good value, if that person's buying habits are the same, if that person thinks that it's worthy and good to spend money like this. All of these things are often, sometimes they're conscious, it's a honey, don't spend money on that conversation, but sometimes it is a subconscious thing where you just know in your cells, in your bones, in your muscles, right, that if you chose to show up for yourself in the way you really want to, that you would get the disapproval of someone else, and they might reject you, alienate you, and ultimately the small little child in you thinks that that means that that person's going to leave you. And you have put all your sense of security in that person, not necessarily consciously, in that person, instead of in yourself, in your ability to take care of yourself regardless, okay? And you're certainly not putting it in faith in the spiritual world, that you are supported by a generous and supportive universe. You are completely denying that as well when you put your faith in someone else and make decisions based on that instead of based on who you want to express yourself to be and step into. So when you don't use money, which is a tool, to buy the things, services, experiences, products that you want, you are limiting the expression of who you are, because it is stopping the expression of your purpose, and you are trapping yourself. You're tamping yourself down. And this is why it feels so crappy not to be able to buy what you want to buy, not to have that kind of financial freedom. So I really encourage you all to look at your money story and how you're showing up around money, and really step into creating all the money that you want, lots of it, so that you can continue to step into more, into your purpose, into your more life directive. Because when you do that, when you are a full expression of who you are and continue to be a full expression of who you are, you add to life. It expands life. It's more for everyone. It's additive. Okay, with that, I'm Amira Alvarez, founder and CEO of The Unstoppable Woman. Be unstoppable and rock it out today. Bye.